Will humanity awaken before it's too late? I am Mother Nature. I am strength and love and beauty. I am Mother Nature. Forever giving is my duty.
This is Rick Hunt, your co-host, and I'm here today with Deb Reger and Carolyn Black Hunt. Welcome.
All right, yeah.
Happy Tuesday.
Yay. This is Deb, and I want you to know that Moccasin Tracks is being broadcast from the traditional ancestral homeland of the Western Abenaki peoples, who have lived in this area for more than 12,000 years. It is known as Indakina, the land of the people of the dawn in the Abenaki language. We call it today New Hampshire. We acknowledge and honor the people who still have a spiritual and cultural connection to this land. I want to thank you for tuning in today, and we're going to be having a guest shortly, Kelly Derrickson. And Rick, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about Kelly today?
I would be glad to. This is exciting. Kelly Derrickson is a First Nation artist from Westbank, British Columbia. She studied music and earned her degree at the prestigious Berklee College of Music for Music, Business, and Performing Arts. She won the 2015 Coachella Valley Music Award for Best Country Artist and won Best New Artist. The 2015 and she won Best New Artist at the 2015 and 2016 Indigenous Music Awards. With over 350,000 views on YouTube, her single, We Are Love, was awarded Best Music Video at the 2019 Native American Music Awards. Kelly has recently won Best Female Artist at the Native American Music Awards for 2 consecutive years. Kelly is on rotation on Sirius XM Radio on channel 165, and her music is played on over 1,200 radio stations in North America. She is the daughter of Grand Chief Ronald Derrickson. What her father has worked to accomplish through leadership and politics, Kelly has worked to accomplish through music. They have both spent their lives working to improve conditions for Canada's Indigenous people. Over time, she has developed a style called country tribal rock, unique to her and never done before. She is versatile, even releasing a version of Amazing Grace, one of the best-known Christian gospel classics. And we're
down to sign language. Okay. Well, let's see. This is going to be hard. Okay, well, I'm Kelly Derrickson. I'm from the First Nation, Westbank First Nation in Westbank, British Columbia, Canada. And I'm a singer, songwriter. And, well, I'm in sunny, well, it's a little cloudy today. I'm in Los Angeles, California. And happy Valentine's Day. Lots of love. It's so sad that I can't hear you. And let's see, I am trying to see what that says. Warriors of Love. You want to talk about Warriors of Love? Warriors of Love. It came from the first album and is it's been a long time since I heard this song actually. I was listening to it a little bit this morning, and it's about unity. It's about bringing people together. Warriors of Love. I love the song because so many people on in different age groups and demographics really can connect. From little kids, when I play this at the shows, the little kids will come up, they love the song, and then as well as people of all ages in between and older people. Like, it really seems to connect with a lot of different people, and it's a fun song, and it's about bringing people together, and being a warrior of love is really trying to conquer that fear that we all can get sucked into in today's society. So being able to spend our days full of love. Musical influences pre-Berkeley. Wow. Before the jazz. Well, I grew up with, a very strong bluegrass background. My grandfather and Uncle Kelly and family members played banjo, fiddle, guitar. And so I thought that was starting off with that country bluegrass background. And then my brother was into rock and roll. And so I had a lot of hard rock. And then my mom was a major lover of Elvis. So we would listen to Elvis and CCR and all kinds of Eagles, and then my brother was really into like AC/DC and the harder rock, Metallica, and kind of, so I got to listen to a lot of different music. I was really into a lot of the female strong vocalists like Janis Joplin, um, um, you know, but then I love the country. I do love Dolly Parton and a lot of those. I think somewhere in all of it, it all kind of comes together in the songwriting somewhere, somehow it all blends together. So somebody asked me that question the other day, and it's a hard question because it's like, how do you define, like, do you like one kind of food? You can't just live off of pizza or Chinese food. Well, I could probably live off pizza. That's an exception, but I really think that it's hard to just have one musical taste. And if you are passionate and love music, you want to learn it all. You don't ever stop learning. And when you think you have, then you're done, So yeah. Let's see here. We got is there progress being made for land rights for First Nation peoples? I would say yes. It's been a slow progress, but it's been very difficult. But there was a new law. You guys are in, where are you located? But you're in Buffalo, right? No, no, sign language. Oh, right, you're in New Hampshire. I do think that there is some progress being made. We are in treaty number 9, and then we are just across the border from, my dad is, written Unsettling Canada. So he's working on his 5th book right now. And so that was the first book. The second book goes into Reconciliation Manifesto. And that talks about, so this is the problem, Unsettling Canada. And then the second is how we solve those problems. And Canada-wide has always been, we've had a lot of racial tyranny with the government and our First Nation people, Native people in general, all across Turtle Island have really suffered. And there is progress being made. It is slow, but the fact that we have to keep fighting for it. Across the border now to Washington, we are able to share land rights now, finally, after it's been, a couple centuries, or a century. So it's been a rough, long road, and there's still so much work to be done. So many fights with big corporations and the government, but there's so many more people, Native people who have platforms and are able to are putting this, in their first forefront, and our younger generation is so strong in fighting it now. So as long as we stick together, and I really do believe that unity is numbers when it comes to fighting our land rights, and education, because if we don't educate all of our next generations, it's going to get lost, and we'll be back in the same cycle. So there is progress, but it's a continual slow fight because, as we know, the government loves to hold the upper hand on the Native people. So it's a very long, difficult fight. But we're here to talk about love because it's Valentine's. Okay, so what is next in your music? Well, I had a long 2-year healing process. I went through a major spinal cord surgery the last 2 years, and I had C1 to C7 replaced with titanium disc implants and an emergency surgery in Germany during COVID. And I know it's crazy. I couldn't walk, or I was starting to get paralyzed, and I couldn't hold anything anymore. And as I love to sing, I love to write. I was told that if I didn't do something immediately, they wanted to fuse my spine, and I didn't want to do that because I'm very active. And they said, "Well, let me tell you, you don't have much of a choice. You're going to either be in a wheelchair, completely paralyzed, within 2 months, or if you trip or fall, it's done. You're over." So I got, on a plane. My boyfriend took me, who's also my drummer, and him and I went to Germany, and we got this incredible life surgery that gave me life again. And so it's been quite a journey. I'm strong now. I'm walking, running, busy, and I am so ready to write my next third album. And so I will be, my boyfriend, he plays the drums. And then after all this happened, after I got completely better, and you always hear this with couples, then he got a problem with his hip. So now he's going for a surgery. And, he's always played a really big drum kit. So after this is over, he's going to start doing production. We're going to do the record ourselves. We may do a little bit of it in Nashville, but it's, as independent as we always are. We're going to do another independent album, fully produced and engineered. We don't know where yet, but hopefully a home studio. Let me see, what do you got here? What traditions help you continue to love? Well, I think self-care, when you talk about love, it's not just loving other people, because we cannot love others unless we truly love ourselves and take care of ourselves. And I think that's important for every man and woman to really not get into fear-based thinking, gutter thinking, really take care of ourselves on a spiritual level, pray. Tradition for me is really important. Culture, family. I think when you've got all those things in place, and nature, like if you have to be out in nature to respect Mother Nature, the world that we live in, and truly be in balance and love yourself. When you are able to do that, like my grandmother would always say to us, you're only as good as what you give in this life. And when you give good to yourself and you are in tune with our creator, then we are truly able to love others and respect others, no matter what their viewpoints are, live in a non-judgmental frame of mind, and truly give to other people. whether you believe in their politics or their culture. I mean, I was reading something the other day that said we are all, our DNA is all exactly the same except for 1.5%, which changes our uniqueness, our not our color. So really, at the end of the day, we're all the same. Nobody's better or different than each other based on the color of our skin or the amount of money you make, or, you know, it's about using our talents. Each one of us has a gift. Now, some of us are learning, you know, we're all learning different lessons. Some of us can easily access our gifts. You know, from the moment I, you know, knew I could talk, I think my dad said you sang before you even spoke, but I knew that's what I wanted. Not everyone does, but when we figure that out, then it gives you that self, like a feeling, a place in the world. But it takes some of us longer to learn these things, but on the way, on this journey of this beautiful path, we can all learn to respect each other along the way and give from our hearts. This is the sign language interview. I love it. I really wanted to hear your voice. My message to the youth is absolutely to never give up on anything, because you know, the youth today are they're so full of they're so smart compared to, I think, you know, there's so much information out there, and there seem to be so much more seasoned, and they know them. I mean, they know about music that I can't even believe they know, that, you know, I didn't even know about when I was young, and I'm still learning. It's amazing, the youth today. So don't give up. I mean, life ebbs and flows no matter what. Nobody on this planet has had an easy sail. Everybody is going to have ebbs and flows of life, and there's going to be moments when you feel shaken, when you feel like you're going to lose somebody, you're going to be faced with death and rebirth. And the fact that we just keep on traveling and keep on getting stronger and keep on learning is that road. So for the youth, never give up, love each other, and don't judge, and listen to music. From New Hampshire on Moccasin Tracks, right? You are beautiful. Oh, thank you. That says you are beautiful. Thank you. Closing comments. Well, that's very sweet of you. Thank you, Deb, right? And is that you guys are partners or life partners or working partners? And your name, sir? Oh, and another lady. And you girls everybody's wearing pink today. I love it. Happy Valentine's Day, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. You are Rick Hunt. Love it. Well, it's really a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you for having me on Moccasin Tracks. I'm really, really happy to meet you all. We want to send a whole bunch of CDs and t-shirts for a giveaway if you guys ever do giveaways on your station. So Tennille will be sending all that, and you guys can do giveaways and play all my music. We Are Love is the last single that we did, and my closing comments would be, listen to that song today. Oh, and A Place Called Home is the one Benny and I wrote. That's our love song, and I love the song a lot because we wrote it when we were madly in love. It seems to be getting stronger and stronger. I love that song. I love love. I love love, and I really do believe that music and love make the world go around. And life is hard, as we all know it can be, and to love each other. Today is my favorite day of the year because everybody seems like they're in a good mood on Valentine's Day. And that's the thing. There's a lot of people, oh, you know, like, I feel bad. You don't need a significant other. As long as you love yourself, And I think that's the message for the whole, our lives is love yourself. I am getting blind, I think, in my older age. Come back. We'll email. I would love that. I would really love that. I'm sorry about the audio. I'm in a hotel. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if it's my end or your end, but we'll get this figured out. I would love to really talk to you and hear your voices. So thank you so much for having me. Big kisses and hugs. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, everybody at Moccasin Tracks. Bye-bye.
Brought me back to life, babe. I wanna be your wife, making me whole. This love is wild, like the ocean wave, crashing and fall. Babe, I'm yours forever. You're the place I call home, place I call home. Babe, I'm yours forever. You're the place I call